Well, the good news is the air conditioning's working, and so is the heat. I had the air on earlier. It like it froze me out. I mean, it literally chilled this entire building in about 10 minutes. Amazing. You can't even hardly hear the thing run. It's running at full bore right now with the heat ended. This is it's a heat pump. So basically, it's an air conditioner, and the way I understand it, when to produce heat, you run it backwards, sort of. If that makes any sense. So I'm trying to heat now, and I'll tell you what, it's putting out some serious heat. Let's see what we got going here. If you can see that or not. Probably not. 84 degrees, and it's only been on for about 3 minutes. It's amazing. This is one of the best investments I think I ever made. It took me half a day to get it all straightened out, wiring, sucked down the system with a vacuum pump that I bought, leak checked it, everything seems to be okay. Closed up everything outside, and I'll tell you the condenser's quiet too, you can't hardly hear that thing running. I had to go out and check and make sure it was actually running because you can't hear it. I mean, it's whisper cry, it's amazing. I could be a salesman for this company. Anyway, that's what I got done today. And, what else am I doing here? I got these outlets in the right hand side of the office. Where are they? There's one, there's two, there's three. Actually, it's six, but they're operational now. The only outlets I got left to do are these two on the sidewall. If you can see them or not. One, two. And I guess it's time to start spackling pretty soon, maybe tomorrow. And continue on the ceiling insulation. Then I paint it and we're basically done. Except for bench work. And a floor. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for a floor yet. I mean, I just basically got I'm not sure even what that is. It looks like it's some sort of board, but it looks like cardboard almost. But it could be fiberboard. I'm not sure. But it should have no problem sticking a floor onto it if I decide to go that route. I was going to go carpet. And I thought, the problem with carpet is you drop something in carpet, especially little tiny things, you never see them again. It's like they go into another dimension, So, I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to do pretty much what Dave Thurber did. I don't know if I'll probably use something darker or maybe lighter. I don't know what I'm going to use yet, but I like the wood planks. The only difference is I'm going to get the self-sticky one because I've got a perfect floor to work with. So, and it'll probably be a lot easier rather than, I can't do much on my knees anymore. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Or, I may even go with the 12 by 12 squares. Who knows? That's something I'll have to decide in the near future. I probably don't want to get into the floor until I get the bench work sort of settled. It's going to be pretty messy in here while I'm doing bench work because I'll be cutting all the boards in here. And it's a mess right now. You look on the floor, there's trash everywhere. And drywall dust, you name it. It's a mess, but it'll clean right up. So I still got to do that piece over the door. Maybe I'll do that later tonight. I'll come in here. It's pretty cold there at night. Got down to 45 last night. I know for you northern people that's nothing, but for us southern folk, that's like freezing. It was cold. And it was cold enough to start a fire in my fireplace in the main house. I love my fireplace, by the way. And I also got my dog here. Here's Buddy. He hasn't been feeling well lately. We had to take him to the vet this morning. I think he might have some heart issues. I thought he was only 8 or 9 years old. Turns out he's 12. I guess the time got away from him because we got him. He was just a pup. He was like 7 months old when we got him, and I can't believe it's been that long. He's a good boy, though. And so that gave me some medicine for him, and hopefully he'll be okay. Let's see. So I'm gonna set up a little bed in here for him too, for when I'm working during the day. He can hang out with me. He likes being with his dad. All right. Well, that's it for the moment. There'll be more to this in the next step. Like I said, probably start doing some spackling. I'll do a quick video on that, and we'll go from there. So stay tuned for the next part. Bye. Well, not really bye, but I'll be back in a bit, another day or two. All right, we're back. Well, so far, we've got everything plastered up. That was really just a little over a day's work. And it's all done. I've got to sand it next. Of course, that's going to be a massive job. But, hey, thank God for this heater, man. It is like 50 degrees down here, or up here, I should say. It's very cold. It's supposed to get down to 33 tonight, or 32 rather, excuse me. So that's freezing. It's going to get cold. But anyway, working in here, it's nice. I got the heat on, and we're doing good. So today I'm going to start sanding, and then tomorrow I should wrap up the sanding, and hopefully the day after we'll start painting and go from there. Now yesterday I got bored in between taping and plastering, so I assembled my workbench. Damn nice workbench, let me tell you. I bought it on sale for, I think it was $150 or $160. It was regular $300. And this thing is solid. All solid wood. Got drawers with felt on the inside. There's 4 drawers. And a solid top. Plus, it's got this built-in vise on the end. So that's going to be perfect. That, of course, is going to go over here in this corner. Long ways. And so I won't have to build any bench. I won't have to build a workbench over here, which will be nice. So, hey, right now, actually, what I'm doing, I'm waiting for the plaster to dry. I've been working out the calculations for the bench work. And it's a good thing I did that too, because, you know, the way I'm doing this, I'm going to be using 1x3s. I think they're 3s, aren't they? Are they 4s? It might be 1x4s. 1x4s. Which are these right here? Against the wall. Screwed into the wall, into each stud. And then having a 2x4 leg that'll come out, because it'll be like a box. I'm going to build the whole box out of 1x4. And then have the 2x4 legs underneath of it that will angle into the wall and also be screwed into the studs on the bottom. So you won't have any legs on the floor at all, except in the big areas on each end over here, because they're going to be 5 foot around. So that'll enable me to have a 30-degree radius if I decide to go that route. I may go 28 degree because I think it's only going to leave me about a foot to walk in between the two ends, even though I'll have 6 foot in the center the rest of the way, because each bench is going to be 3 foot deep. So, and of course, I'm going to have them somewhat low. Well, not really. Anyway, 34 inches at the top, once you factor in the plywood and the 1-inch foam. So, and then 14 inches above that will be the second level, which will be for, you know, as I said, I'm going to try and run a grade up. I've got to get on the computer and do the calculations. Because I've got a 24 foot run over there. and a 25-foot run over here, and 11 and a half, well, a little over 11 and a half foot in the back. So I can start out over here, that circle underneath the air conditioner, which is where it'll be pretty much. Start working up the wall. And I just, like I said, I don't want to go over maybe 2, possibly 3 degree incline, but 3 degrees is a lot, so I'm going to try and keep it at 2. Like I said, I got to figure out the calculation for how much of a rise I have to go per foot to maintain the 2 degree incline. Complicated stuff. and not a subject I'm real good at, so can't do it in my head. So I'll be working on that over the next few days. And once the walls are painted, we'll start laying in probably at least some of the parts of the bench work. I want to get my workbench set up on the left corner there, which is over that way. So I can get my computer set up and maybe get my laser printer out and my 3D printer. We'll see how that all works out. I'm still undecided too whether I'm going to have my 3D printer on a swing up like I did back in Naples, or just have it mounted on top of the workbench, which might be so much easier. I don't know yet. I'm undecided on that. Plus I got to make room for this mini fridge. So, because there really won't be any room on the right-hand side for any of that stuff. I'm just going to basically have my workbench there, and that's it. And of course, I'll be doing things like painting, and I'm going to set up my, what do you call it? I can't remember what it's called now. My paint booth on top of that workbench. And that's where I'll probably be doing assembly and painting and that stuff like that, and that'll be reserved specifically for that. We'll see though. It's everything's still fluid. I gotta wait and see how things. You can plan something out, and then when you're building, oh, that ain't gonna work. So we just don't know yet, but we'll see. So anyway, I'm gonna end this one right here, right now. This episode, and the next episode will show probably painted walls, and then the start of the bench work. So stay tuned, and as always, keep it on the rails, and we'll see you real soon. Bye.